Pro sports may seem like a ticket of fame and fortune, but as many retiring NFL players have discovered, the rewards don't always stay. According to a National Bureau of Economic Research, around 16% of former football players go bankrupt within 12 years of leaving the field for the last time. The researchers studied NFL draftees from 1996 to 2003 for career length earnings. They then looked at publicly available bankruptcy data to see how many had filed while still playing or after retirement. Not only were many retired players broke, but a career length and total earnings had no effort on a retired player's financial situation. Long service and high pay does not protect against bankruptcy, they said. However, the researchers believe that excessive spending, poor financial education, and overconfidence in one's ability to play for a long time could all contribute to the high number of bankruptcies. Even ex-players who avoid bankruptcy can find themselves in tremendous debt. In 2009, Sports Illustrated reported that 78% of former NFL players were bankrupt or in financial distress within 2 years of leaving the league. The NFL Players Association recently prioritized financial education due to the evidence that many young athletes are bad with money. Sadly, such attempts were too late for these 7 former NFL stars, whose careers all have ended. So, let's break down some of the NFL players who went broke. Here we go. Up first, we have Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp played 12 seasons in the NFL, earning over $82 million. He'd blown alimony and child support payments of $74,495 a month, along with an extravagant lifestyle that led to bankruptcy in 2012. 5 years after, he retired. Sapp claimed he couldn't pay a $6.7 million debt, despite earning $115,000 a month as an NFL Network commentator and appearance fees. Sapp's issues didn't end with bankruptcy, though. He got in legal difficulties and the NFL networks sacked him in 2015. And his ex, he owes her $3 million. Up next, we have Vince Young. A 5-year, $25.7 million deal with the Tennessee Titans was inked in 2006. But lavish salary and a rocky career caused the 30-year-old to declare bankruptcy in 2014, 3 years after his last NFL game. The filing was later dismissed after he settled with his creditors. His issues originated from a $1.8 million high-interest loan that he received during the 2011 player lockout. That money probably went to Young's infamous spending sprees. He allegedly spent $6,000 on a TGI Friday supper for friends and teammates. Up next, we have John Elway. Unlike some ex-NFL players, John Elway has done well for himself. Part of his fortune comes from lucrative investments in auto dealerships and other businesses. But even a former Bronco has financial issues. In 2010, Elway was revealed to be one among dozens who lost millions in a Ponzi scheme. According to ABC News, he put $15 million in and lost 7 of it. The loss is made worse by Elway's prior missed investment opportunities. In 1998, he turned down an offer from Broncos owner Pat Bowlen to buy a 10% ownership of the team for $15 million, plus another 10% in exchange for a deferred salary. By 2015, that 20% stake would be worth $388 million. In the number 4 spot, we have Bernie Koser. Former Cleveland Browns quarterback Bernie Koser was a fan favorite, but he has battled financially and personally since retiring in '96. His financial woes came on top of agonizing injuries, brain trauma from which repeated concussions, a suspicion of a drinking problem as well. After retirement, he had some success with commercial projects, but his finances were precarious. After an expensive divorce, he declared bankruptcy in 2009. Koser has an undergraduate degree in finance and economics, but it appears to be useless in the actual world. Up next, we have Luther Ellis. From 1995 to 2003, Luther Ellis earned at least $11 million with the Detroit Lions. But after leaving the NFL, the 2-time Pro Bowler went bankrupt in 2010. According to Ellis, he was given financial counsel by his club and the league, but chose to disregard it and made terrible financial decisions that costed him millions. Ellis, a well-known charitable player, had to appeal to local churches for help paying his expenses and feeding his 11 children. Up next, we have Chris McAllister. The Baltimore Ravens paid Chris McAllister $55 million in 2004. A few years later, he was out of the NFL and he was broke. In 2011, he stated in court records that he had been unemployed since 2009 and was earning no money. I live with my parents. My parents pay my basic living expenses because I can't even afford them. McAllister has been interning with Buffalo Bills coaching staff since then, but he still needed money the last year. In 2015, he reportedly listed his 2009 Super Bowl ring and signed Saints helmet on Craigslist. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Sport Truffle, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.